McLellan, how did you see this one tonight?
We started well. We knew it was going to be a hard start. It's a hard building to play, and they're a really good team at home. And Todd talks about making it a 10-minute game and then figuring the rest of the other 50 out. And we had a good first 10 minutes, and then we didn't figure the rest out. And just lack of details, and on all of us. And like myself, lose my man, and Marchand goes in and scores. It's just it's unacceptable, at this time of year.
Is this one of those teams that once they get the lead and they make it tough on an opponent? It seems like.
Clamp
it down.
Yeah, they do, and Bobrovsky's playing well, and we, you're right. They get the lead. They're like Carolina, and they just rim pucks and they hunt and chase, and we didn't have an answer for it.
Is it a matter too, again, like in Montreal, the inability to get the second goal for you guys?
Yeah, it's been a story, and we had looks, we had chances, we created chances. Didn't count on, the power play didn't show up again, and again, that's on me, that's on our unit.
Before the road trip, Todd said that he had challenged you guys to decide what kind of team you were and that there were still some chapters yet to be written at this point. What would you say about that?
You know what? I feel like tonight wasn't up to the standard that we have, and that's a frustrating one, and it's hard to say, but just the goals we gave up, details, and our penalty kill's been good, and we give up a penalty kill goal, and it's just at this time of year it's hard to even stand in front of you guys and say that, but it just happened, and that's where we're at.
You guys have an opportunity to get up to that standard tomorrow with a quick turnaround. What's it going to take to flip the switch and turn this one aside?
We're going to have to play with some emotion. We're going to have to win battles, and I say that because when we do that, we're a good team, and we can play with anyone, and that's what it's going to take the rest of the way.
It's tough to talk about right now. It's tough to come up with questions to ask right now, but what is on your mind? What are you thinking right now?
You know what? I think, it's hard to answer that, Trev, and you're just looking for the next opportunity, but we're running out of opportunities.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks so much.
Same thing. We had our chances. Doesn't seem to be going in, and they're a good team. They're going to put away their chances. So can clean up a bit in our zone, but maybe a little bit too much zone time for them, and but I think we did a good job of creating, and just wasn't enough.
Alex, at the end of the first period, we talked about how important the second goal was going to be. One goal wasn't going to be enough. What made it so tough to come by another goal for your team here tonight?
I think we had our chances. I just don't think we buried them. Bob played well. I think that's it. I think, even in the first period, I think they could have had a couple. Telps kept us in it, and shut the door, and then they get a couple, and we're chasing the game. So they're a good team. They know how to close out the game, and I think overall we just have to be better. To be better at finishing our chances, and better in our own zone.
That's still in this, and I want to get your thoughts too, just on what's on your mind right now, what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think we can, build our game. I think, still 4 games left. I think, we know what we have here, and we know we can play against the best and beat the best, and we just got to bring it every night, and put some more pucks in the net. I think, even last game dominated the first period, only went up 1 and didn't get another one for the rest of the game. So, I think there's, a balance. We got to be better in our own zone, but we also got to bury our chances in the other zone.
Yeah, how much is that whole elimination thing? Does that weigh on people's minds or not? Are you guys thinking much about it at this point?
For the past couple weeks, we're watching the standings, and right there, yeah, it's tough. You know, I think we got to come out and ready to play and, you know, give it our best shot. I think we still have an opportunity, so, you know, just go out and win the rest of the games.
Kind of alluded to, why do you think the offense has dried up for the last few games? You see anything offhand or anything
No.
you can point your finger to?
No, like I said, I think we're getting good chances. It's just not going in the net. You know, that happens at some points in the season, and you know, it's unfortunate right now, but hope to get out of that tomorrow and you know, beat a good Tampa team.
For second game in a row, you just couldn't get the second goal to keep the offense rolling here tonight. What did you see in that regard here tonight?
Well, I liked our start. Usually in this building, you got to play a pretty intense 10-minute game. I thought we played that well. Came out of it with a lead, and after one, leading is a good thing. But third period, a shift length got away on us a little bit. We got tired and made some poor decisions, and it's in our net. And they check so well, they get good goaltending that you're not coming back at 3-1 or 4-1, and that was our night.
What's on your mind right now? What are coaches thinking about after a game like this, after a couple of games like this? And what are you thinking?
Well, we're frustrated. We're just like everybody else. So that's a real hard thing to answer. I got thoughts in my head that I'm not going to share with you or anybody else. I'm going to share them with the team and the players, individuals tomorrow. We'll have meetings, but that's for us to keep in our room and to share with the players.
What do you see going on with the power play? It has been so good for you guys most of the season, and this past week just hasn't seemed as...
No, it wasn't. You know, really, we had the one opportunity early in the game. That's where we could have got a little more momentum, but it had trouble entering the zone, which has been a bit of our problem. We're certainly stubborn at the line right now. You know, so that's an issue. And then the one with 12, 14 seconds left, we gave some of our workers an opportunity to play, and they actually created a chance or two, which is a good sign.
Just not getting that second goal here the last little while, Todd. I mean, what do you see? I mean, just dried up here? Or?
If you compare the two games, I thought we had many more opportunities in Montreal, glorious opportunities. Can't say that tonight here. There's a reason why they, you know, why they have won in the past and have a chance to win again. And I'm sure they're probably saying that wasn't even our A game. So they checked that well. You know, we need more from individual players in certain situations throughout the whole time that we've been here. We've been sitting back and evaluating. We've talked about some of them with you, and we talk about others away from you, but you just need more. And if they're capable of giving it, then we got to draw it out of them. If they're not capable of giving it, we got to look at what we can do there.
The road trip ends tomorrow. How do you guys play in Tampa to end this trip on a high note?
How do we play in Tampa to end? Well, we get on a plane, we get some rest. We'll have our meetings like we always do. And now, individual reputations are on the line, in my opinion. Coaches, players, you know, we all talk about playing for the crest on the front, but our actions or inactions now are directly reflective of individuals. So you want to get in the plane, you want to play after a game, and you want to play a certain type of game that's reflective of your individual character, then that's great. Because you got family, you got fans, you got teammates watching you, and when you're out, you have a tendency to say, okay, we're done, and you mail it in, and that's not acceptable in my opinion. And you put your own personal name on the line now for the next 4 games.
Along those lines, Todd, before the trip, you said you challenged your guys to decide what kind of team they were, and the book wasn't written yet, the story wasn't written, there were still more chapters to go. At this point, what would you say that the story reads?
Well, the story for the playoffs is certainly written. The season's not done, and the evaluation goes on. That's kind of what we're writing now. Good.